Welcome to GrayManPrepping. And it's time for Survival Saturday. Tonight's topic is one I've been harping on for quite a while. Learn a new skill. Alrighty. And how's everybody doing out there? And so let me slide on up here to the top. And the first one in today was CR, Creative Redundancy. And let me get this camera adjusted here a little bit better. There we go. Now I'm centered. And followed by Lori J, Queen of the North, then Shawnee Shave. Walt Rogers came in with his membership for 9 months there. Let's say here, he says, more skills, the more skills, the better people will be. Yep. And let's see, what else we got here? Oh, and yeah, so those that were planning on doing the $50 food challenge, it closed last night at midnight. And so right now I only have 3 that are showing up with the proper hashtag on it. So I'm going to, if anybody did one and didn't put the hashtag on it, they need to go back and add the hashtag to it. So it'll show up because I can't find any but 3. There's only 3 I can find. Rip Curl Readiness is here. Ada Neer is in the house. Phelan Callahan Wolf is here. And let's see here. Suzanne Goulet is in the house. And Phelan posted his. And the definition, working mode, listening while multitasking. Cool. Let's see here. Uncle Al is here. Chipper 66 is here. Thank you for the reminding everybody, Uncle Al. Little Lone Prepper's in the house. Christy Betts is here. Lewis, it's the Marshmallow Man, is in the house. And I'm caught up there, and I hope I didn't miss anybody. And there we go. There's the link to come in. I just put it in the side chat. And let me pin it to the top there. There we go, got it pinned. And if any of you guys chit-chatting there want to come on up here and join me in this conversation of skills. And one thing, when you talk about learning skills, and if you have a family group or a group of people that are planning to have a MAG, a CAG, LLC, prepper group, whatever, remember, not everybody can do everything. Each one of these guys up here behind me have a special skill that the others don't. They share a lot of similar skills, but they each have a specialty skill. Eat more broccoli, yeah. And speaking of broccoli, I know Dr. Paula put out a special video on it, but after we're all done here, Google broccoli and look up the etymology of it. It does not occur naturally in nature. It was bred a couple hundred years ago, almost 1,000 years ago. And part of the breeding process, you got broccoli, cauliflower, and a couple others. Check it out. It's really interesting. All right. So also, everybody, even though it's wintertime, you need to remain hydrated. People actually get dehydrated when winter first kicks in more than they do during the summer because they're used to the heat driving them to drink water to keep hydrated. Well, when it cools off, I'm not thirsty anymore. Well, their body is thirsty. Yeah. Oh, all righty. Let's see what we got here. Go ahead and pop over here to there we go. All right. So what am I talking about? Learning a new skill. There are, yes, for us, for modern people, new skills are old ways of doing things. So I've been teaching emergency preparedness and response for, oh, geez, coming on over 50 years now. Yes, I'm old, fart. And one of the things that, and I've also been a scoutmaster. So one of the first skills I generally tell people they need to learn is a special skill. But first, let's go over to the list of skills here. Okay, so when you're trying to figure out what is the skill that is most important that you need to learn, let's take a look see here. So I kind of threw them up alphabetical, but one of them's out of order. And that one that's out of order is what I think is the most important skill that everyone needs to learn. Now let's see who spots it and says what that special skill is. See if they can find the one that's out of order. Let's see here. I'm just checking the chat everywhere. Yeah, actually, we didn't have. We had a couple of CMEs back to back, 3 of them, in fact, that hit, and the corona hole is facing Earth and affecting the electromagnetic. I do the same thing. I'm failing miserably at times at keeping my big mouth shut, especially around the staff sergeant. Sometimes I just say something. It's like, oh crap, why did I say that? And it's too late, man. She's going off on me. Nah, zombie killing isn't the most important one, but it is becoming more important. I'll explain that in a minute. All right, so the most important one is the first one on the list here is the first aid. In Scouts, that was the first merit badge I had every scout in the troop earn. They could not earn any other merit badge until they learned first aid first. And so, because that was also a requirement for several other merit badges, life-saving, emergency preparedness, wilderness survival, all had first aid as a prerequisite merit badge to earn. Just checking the comments here, making sure. And so this is just a few of skills that are out there that you might want to learn. You know, first aid. And if you're planning on having, goats, pigs, cows, horses, whatever, animal husbandry is one to learn. If you're trying to do, do the, aquaponic stuff, you need to learn about aquaponics, archery, auto mechanics, learn how to fix your car and stuff. Or better yet, get an older car that's easier to fix. Beekeeping, canning. And the canning is 2 parts. It's a water bath or pressure canning. And if you all saw on my other channel, I did my first pressure canning just about 2 weeks ago. I think it is. Anyways, it was on a Monday night, and so I think it was 2 weeks ago. And so that was a new skill I am working on learning. Let's see here. I'm reading up on the side chat here. Merit badge for rubbing some dirt in it. Hey, Grammy Karen, how's it going? And so, there's a lot of different ones in here, and like I said, this is just a small amount. Like, I see the looking at this list here, I pulled this off of one of my older PowerPoints. Okay, I don't have farrier in here. I got horsemanship for riding horses, but farrier for shoeing animals. It's the horses and whatever ones you want to put shoes on, ox or whatever. So there's all sorts of different skills out there, and you need to figure out what you need to that's going to help you A, survive, B, help you become more valuable if a true SHTF or Twaki situation happens, where the government has failed, the supply chain has failed, and we are being tripped back to the 1800s or 1700s. So, Uncle Al mentioned zombie killing and stuff on there as being most of it. Well, the way things are going nowadays with all the people on weird drugs, you're getting some drug-induced zombies out there that are going around, and you have another type of zombie who's how do I put this? Brainwashed by their. It's like, oh wow, on social media they're saying this, I have to believe it. Oh, this is the only thing they're saying on social media, I have to believe it. Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly. Did I put that in there? Canning fire. Got shooting, trapping. Like I said, I just took a snap. There's actually like 3 pages of this on an old PowerPoint of them. Hey, Pat Small, how's it going? And those of you that were saw it, I got a book on how to dress out and butcher cattle. As soon as the price drops on the small game book, I'm going to be getting that one as well. All right. Oh, I would be willing to bet, Aiden, once you started doing it again and having someone help you, a lot would start coming back. There are some things that I thought totally forgot about that someone showed me how to do. It's like, oh, now I remember that part of it. So, like I said, I posted the link up there. Uncle Al, if you want to come up, CR, Aiden or anybody else out there wants to come up here and talk rather than typing, we can do that. And then I'm not up here by myself. But there are a lot of different skills. All right, scenarios. We just had the 3 CMEs hit the Earth in the last 48 hours. Now we got the corona hole aimed at us and causing earthquakes. And so, if we get a significant, there was another CME as well, but it was so small, little, and it may or may not even make it to us. That happened this morning. So one of the things to think about is if your electrical system gets fried from electromagnetic pulse and the grid goes down, but you've got generators and solar panels, do you know how to rewire them to get everything working again? So there's that one skill right in the middle of the page there, electrical wiring. And wait a minute, since there's no electricity but you have a pump, do you know can you rework that electrical pump to work on non-electricity ways of pumping it? And Al's trying to come up here, it looks like. There he is.
Hi, guys. I'm flat on my back. Sorry, I've been vomiting.
Let's see. Yeah.
I pruned. I did 3 grocery runs with disabled and elderly people. That's always fun. Yeah. And then yard work. And I did a handyman job. I was fixing furnace filters, replacing them. It's like 20 by 30 by 1 inch. I made $200. Nobody knows how to put a furnace filter in.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's one of the things like I've done with my wife and kids. I mean, if I can do it, I try to teach them how to do it. You know, my daughter and her son, my daughter and her husband, who acts like her son. Oh, anyways, they had the idler bearing in the dryer over there went out. And so they were able to disassemble it from what I had been teaching them, disassemble the dryer, replace the idler bearing, put it back together, and it's running great. How many people, modern people today that are under 30 can do that?
Right. A lot of people can't change tire, fix light bulbs, replace their car battery, climb a ladder. Oh, God. Worst two things I have to replace in most houses, light switches and the toilet. Yeah. Okay, because we have a lot of little kids here. And I got to say hi to Prepper 101.
Yeah.
And
just came in.
A lot of the, they don't know how to replace simple things on a toilet, and they don't know how to do a light switch. Because some of the wire, you have the same problem, Gil. You seen how they wire things?
Oh, yeah. And it's like here, the biggest problem I have here, between the two properties, the one across the street, I mean, it's old pin and tube wiring, and it's like, and then they've tied into it to drop a Romex down to a wall outlet and stuff. It's like, I'm just waiting until my daughter and her husband can save enough money to buy a manufactured home, get it moved onto the property. Then my wife and I are going to either gut that house out, or we're just going to tear it down and build a second house on, and let my son build a house on there. But yeah, getting out is I'm getting a little too old. I mean, every year I'm getting a little. I don't want to I don't want to do that. I'd rather just get an excavator, not go through, strip out all the good stuff, all the switches and plugs and stuff, strip out everything I can, then take it down, and then start over from the ground up. With my youngest son, who's saving money to build a house, go ahead and build. I can climb a ladder and get a divorce in the same day. Oh, but yeah, there are a lot of skills
that it's
people today can't do.
Right.
I mean,
it's not like plunging the toilet, CR. It's the internals.
Yeah, it's in the back of it. I've replaced, because of the hard water here, I've replaced the all the mechanism across the street when about a year after we bought it. I replaced one of the ones here because it had so much calcium buildup on it was constantly leaking. Another one, it had etched through the base of it as it build up some on the lip there, so the flapper valve can't shut all the way, and then it shoots, the water goes through and etches down into the plastic. Well, fortunately, the one it hadn't done that yet, so I was able to just take it off, get a bunch of vinegar, rub it around on there, and get the calcium buildup stuff to break off, and then put the new flapper on there. It works great. But most people, it's like, the toilet's not working. What do I do? It's like, pull your head out of your butt, open your eyes, use the common sense that God gave you, and figure it out. Wait a minute, there's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube on how to do that, people.
Yeah, and then later everybody's calling Uncle Al because I did something wrong, Uncle Al. The house is flooded.
Yeah,
I saw it on YouTube. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. Oh, you don't just do one YouTube video. You find several of them, because I've noticed that unless you find a professional plumber doing the video, they forget something somewhere. And so you watch several of them and go, oh, wait a minute, this one forgot to mention that, and that one forgot to mention this. and you find several of them showing how to do it, and then you get all the information to do it.
Right. Remember the silicone ring that connects the toilet to the pipe?
Yeah.
We use silicone here because it's not 120.
Yeah, the high temps.
Happens to wax 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, it melts it. So their toilets leaking.
Yeah, it melts it. The wax starts.
Put the silicone in there, and they say, "What's silicone?"
Yeah. Yeah, they have the
you know what I'm talking about, Gil.
Yeah, they have. I've seen they're like twice as expensive, or 3 times as expensive. Where basically it's like a big rubber gasket. Instead of the wax, they got a silicone donut around it, a squishy silicone donut that squishes down on there instead of the wax ring to seal up with. But it costs a bunch more money to do it.
Also, it's a better.
So, Al, you're going Mr. Roboto. Yeah. Maybe having a problem with his internet there. One of the skills that it really surprises me that modern people, really don't have, simple gardening. And, some of the people I've, neighbors back in California, they got nice landscape yards and stuff. Oh, are you doing any of the gardening yourself? Oh, no, I don't know how to do it. I hire landscapers to do it. And it's like, gardening is easy. Oh, no, it's not. They say it's really hard. I can kill plants easy. I'm looking at you. Of course, the landscapers are going to tell you that. So you hire them and pay them money. But we have never had a landscaper on our properties. And they kind of look at me, but your yard's so nice if you got all that gardening. Yeah, we do the gardening ourselves. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm looking back at I got the list still up over here. Auto mechanics. Oh, man, that's stuff, I wish I never got rid of the 1958 Chevy wagon I had when I was in high school. There was no smog on it. There was nothing. It was smog exempt for what those states that have smog, and it was easy to work on. And the 65 Dodge 1-ton Power Wagon, that thing had so much room under the hood. I could actually crawl under the hood inside the engine compartment, pulled the hood down on me when it was pouring down rain, and made a repair on it. People nowadays, you tell them, "Oh, fix the motor," they go, because hey, what do some of the owner's manuals have nowadays? Do not drink any of the fluids. No, not the windshield washer fluid, not the antifreeze fluid, not the battery acid fluid. Don't drink any of the fluids. The old ones from the old from the 60s and 50s and stuff, they told you how to do the timing and change the spark plugs and the points and condensers and what the gap measurements was, and everything else was in the owner's manual. Now they don't have that stuff in there at all. It's like, oh, you have to bring it in so we can do it. So many skills have been lost by greedy people, or I should say greedy corporations. Let's see here. Auto mechanics, yeah. Auto mechanics. I actually saw the memes again on Facebook. The blinker fluid and the Al went out. So I saw the memes for blinker fluid and brake lubricant. I can just imagine somebody going into an auto parts store. Oh, where do I get the blinker fluid at? All right, he's trying to come back in. And he's got the wheel of death on this, so his internet's not doing too good. Yeah. But there's just, you're back.
Seeing how it is.
Yeah. Now, canning, I grew up water bath canning. By the time I was 8 years old, I knew the entire process for canning blackberry, apricot, and peach jams. I could do it by myself because I helped my grandmother, so many times, for during the summer times, and making gallons and gallons and gallons of blackberry jam and apricot jam and peach jam and stuff. As a little kid, it's, little kids are learning at that time, and I was just sucking all that information in. I knew about, cleaning the jars, soaking the lids in hot water beforehand, the measurements, how much sugar to put in, how much of the pectin or sure gel to add to it, everything else. I had all that stuff down as a little kid. And up until after I graduated from high school, I think we canned one more time after that. And then I got busy working and I just stopped, wasn't around to do any of the canning. And, this is I've been doing a lot of reading. And as I read, it's like, oh, yeah, I remember that now. All the stuff I learned as a kid, some of that's coming back for some of the canning skills. But I never pressure canned. So pressure canning is a new skill for me. Carpentry skill. My dad had us working, cutting boards and building stuff from the time we were, able to pick up a hammer. My mom was freaking out the first time she saw me and my brothers out there hammering nails and stuff and trying to build a little tree house. And she's like, they can't do it. My dad was like, let them go. They've been taught how to do it. They've been taught how to cut. They know how to measure. They can figure it out. If it falls down on them, they can fix it. And we learned. Concrete work. I was in junior high when I started working concrete. Cooking. Once again, as a little kid, we learned how to. By the time I was 11 years old, my brother and I, we were the ones cooking Sunday breakfast. And so doing the bacon, the eggs, the pancakes, or the waffles, and cooking the whole breakfast for everybody. Electrical wiring. Oh, when did I start electrical wiring skills? Actually, I started observing electrical wiring. I didn't do anything when I was 7 years old when my dad rewired the house, he and my uncle. So I was there watching. They were explaining what they were doing. They said, don't touch anything because there's other safety things you don't know about yet. So, but let's see. Freeze drying, I don't know anything about yet, really, other than what I've been watching. Been doing gardening since I was a little kid. Horsemanship. First time my dad put me on a horse, I was 3 years old. I mean, how many modern, people can have been on, ride horses? But, it's, one of those things that's really something that we all, if you have a chance to go a place where you rent a horse and ride it around and stuff, and you don't own a horse, you haven't ridden a horse before, take some lessons, learn how to do it. Hunting and fishing. Fishing I was doing since I was went to Lake Berryessa and fished for bluegill when I was a little kid. And during the scout years, we went fishing a lot in scouts. Boy, did we go fishing. Hunting is in high school, but the shop teacher took me and my brother out hunting, taught us how to hunt. Ham radio, I learned that with my wife. Some friends at church, were general class ham radio operators and certified instructors and testers, and got a whole bunch of us into ham radio. Plumbing, I don't know when I started learning plumbing, but yeah, plumbing was something I helped my dad do, fixing things and all sorts of fun stuff. So there's a lot of skills. I'm not even looking at the sheet here on the side here, things to learn. So everyone in the side chat, what do you think are the 3 most important skills you need to learn that you don't know now? And then if you know, just put the three skills you need, and if you want to, you can add in why those are so important. One of the skills that I need to learn is I know how to hunt, I know how to gut, clean it up, I know how to take it to the butcher. I need to learn how to do the butchering. That's one of the reasons I got the book. Curtis across the street said if I ever want to butcher, he'd help me. If we ever get a cow or something, or a pig or whatever to butcher, he said he would help me do it and teach me how to do it. Okay, and okay. There's a comment before that from CR was the CR rediscovered sewing more. Okay, now I'm going to deviate here a little bit while everybody's trying to think of some skills. Probably the greatest organization in the world for teaching people skills is scouting. Whether it's the Boy Scouts of America, whether it's the scouting program in Japan, the scouting program in Britain, France, Germany, wherever, because they, each one borrows from the other country's stuff, especially for world jamborees and stuff. And all the merit badges, all the skills required for earning merit badges, and the number of merit badges you have to do for each rank advancement. There's a lot of, let me see if I can bring that down here for a second and bring something up over here for you. It's really cool. And so let me see if I can I'm going to see if I can do this for you guys. So I'm going to search U.S. Scouting Service Project. See if that's going to bring it up. Oh, I don't want this. There it is. There it is. U.S. Scouting Service Project. All right. Boom. Now, interesting things, talks all about all the different cool things here and stuff, all the different ranks and all advancements and merit badges and awards and stuff. Click on, if you go down here, or you can go on the side here, you can look at the different things on here. And of course, it talks about, scouts, campfires, camping, blah, blah, blah. Merit badges right there. Click on merit badges. And then down the side here are all the merit badges in Boy Scouts of America. Oh, they've added a new one, healthcare professionals. And it replaces medicine. So you got all these different ones here. I think there's 130 some odd merit badges that you can earn. These merit badges here are the required merit badges. The camping citizenship in society is a new one. I haven't even looked at it. It's new this year. Citizenship in community, citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the world, communication, cooking, cycling, emergency preparedness, environmental science, family life, first aid, hiking, life-saving, personal fitness, personal management, sustainability, and swimming. Out of all these, I think it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm thinking like 14 or maybe it was 11 were required, because some of these you have choices between life-saving, swimming, or something else. You have sustainability or environmental science. You have hiking or did it take bicycling? No, hiking or cycling. So you had some of the ones you could choose one or the other to do. And this is the required merit badges to make Eagle Scout. But they got all sorts of other ones on there and stuff. And of course, the biggest one, which is actually a lot of kids take at Scout Camp, but everybody makes a joke about it, is basketry. And they say, oh yeah, to get the basket you when they teach new kids, you also got to take the underwater basket weaving. All right, what? CR is making a pun. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so in the scouting program in the United States, it's all now open. There are three types of scouting in there are three types of scouting. There is scouting, which covers from age 10 and a half if you have your arrow of light from the Cub Scouts. Otherwise, it's from 11 to 18. Then there is what's called varsity, which is ages 12 to 18. Then there is venture scouting, which has always been co-ed, and it's 14 to 21. Yeah, so varsity has always been co-ed, totally co-ed. The Cub Scouts are basically, it's quote, they'll have a pack that's all boys, or a pack that's all girls, or they have them, they have them co-meet together at the thing. They break off into their patrols separately. Same thing for Boy Scouts. They can have a troop that has a all-girl patrol and an all-boy patrol, and they can break up. And they meet together in the thing, and they break up and do stuff as patrols. There is in Japan, it's been co-ed from top to bottom forever. In England, it's been co-ed for just about for quite a while. But yeah, and what's interesting is with the three different ones, the Scouts, Varsity, and Ventures. My youngest son was in all three. He was in Scouts at the same time that he was in Varsity with another troop, and then he was in a venture crew. Well, it's not called a troop; it's called a crew. And yeah, he was doing all three for 2 years. So exactly, volunteer for Scouts, Cadets, whatever. Learn with the kids. Learn with the kids the skills, so you that you don't know, and then you teach the ones that you do. Hey, Julie Evans, how's it going? And that's one of the things is, being a adult volunteer for scouting, you learn a lot of skills. There is a training thing. No, I don't have it. My hat in here. It's in the other room. There's a program called Wood Badge, which Baden Powell, the creator of Scouts, set up to teach adult leaders what they need to know to teach kids. But let me see. Let me go back over here, enlarge this up here. I'm going to see if do they list Wood Badge here on here. Wood Badge. There it is. Wood Badge right there. Wood Badge is the adult training, started at Gilwell Park in England, and it has all the other information to it and everything else on that. I went. My wife and I both went through. No, she didn't go to the Wood Badge. She was about to. I went through Wood Badge. I went on as part of my Wood Badge training to what's called NYLT, the National Youth Leadership Training, which is the same thing, but it's for the youth, to teach the youth to be leaders. And I was course director, assistant course director, quartermaster, and I don't know how many courses I was on. I would have to go back. I have to go in the closet and pull out my scout uniform. It has all the things, because we get one white bead for each year. You get a dark brown bead for every 5 years, or 5 courses you do. Because sometimes we do 3 courses a year. And so scouting is a great way to learn skills. Now, do you have to join as an adult leader to learn the skills? No, you can go online. And actually, let me show you. Let me pull it up here again. Go back over here. And if I go up here and go back a page. All right, you want to do the first aid merit badge. So we click on that. Oh, there's the first aid merit badge pamphlet. And you can download the bottom here. You can download the worksheets for it in either Word or PDF. And you can go through and you use the first aid book, and you can also get the first aid manual that goes with it as well. And you go through and you can learn it from beginning to end. And so each merit badge has its own pamphlet. They call it a pamphlet. It's actually a booklet, but it's not the workbook. The workbook's what you fill out the stuff in. But this has information in there and has references where you can go to get more information on the topic. So there are a lot of 130 some odd skills. Let me see how many. Let me go back here and just find out, see what they are, because I've added a couple more this year. So how many merit badges are there? 139 merit badges currently in the Boy Scouts. So yeah, and so they just at the beginning of the year there was 138. They added one more, that new one for citizenship and society. This is the new one they added. But yeah. So there's, unfortunately, they've also dropped some merit badges. They dropped the sewing merit badge and the tailoring merit badge. So yeah, and CB is in the house. Woo! Yeah, see how you're right. Never too young or too old to learn. Just try, because you never know. All right. And this is, my wife. When we first got together, she just had a simple sewing machine. Then she bought a hobby lock. Then she bought a serger, and she bought another fancy sewing machine that did all sorts of patterns as well. And she made most of the bridesmaids dresses for her wedding, our wedding rather. And yeah, and she's and then there's once you learn how to sew, and then there's also quilting, which is a little bit different, but a lot of connections the same way. So there's a lot of different connecting skills for doing different things. But think about what you need or what you want to do. Then there's also some other skills that you may not need or want at the moment, but can become helpful to you later on. One of the things I want to learn to do is candle making, and not just simple dipping the wick in wax and building up the candle on it till I have like a taper candle, or pouring block candles. I want to learn how to make the all the figurine candles and stuff like that. And because hey, that could be a side hustle. If I could be making a bunch of the candles and stuff during the winter time, then once the the farmers market opens up, I could be selling candles at the farmers market as well as produce and stuff as well. Oh, CR, I totally agree with you on that. And what has been so funny is watching some of the dads try to teach their sons how to start a fire without that they haven't read anything on it, and they just you do it this way. It's like, and then watching my youngest son go in there watching these guys, and he just starts laughing. He's rolling on the floor laughing. And all the parents are, why are you laughing so much? And he walks over to what they're doing, and poof, there's a fire, and they're going, how'd you do that? And he holds up the book on fire making. I read the book first. So, hey, checked off. How's it going? Yeah, so there are, like I said, there are a lot of skills. Making cheese, like I think Little Prepper mentioned earlier about making cheese. If you have goats and they're dairy goats, milking goats, and you milk them and you're getting the milk and stuff, and you can make cheese from it, you can have a fairly good side hustle if that's what you want to do. You can also raise goats to, basically learn shepherding and stuff and animal husbandry, and you take those goats and rent them out to clear out weeds and stuff around. And except in California now they're making laws that, you got to register all your goats if you're going to be having goats, and you're renting them out to take care of any weed control, and you got to pay extra taxes for it, and you got to do this and that and pay these fees and those fees. And that's one problem they have in California now. All the people that were doing the goat stuff said, screw you, you ain't getting money from us. And now all of a sudden people are complaining left and right that they can't find anybody with goats to do weed control. Yeah, Julia, there's it's just that they don't know how to set stuff, stack stuff. They don't know how to make a bird's nest. They don't know how to choose dry tinder to get the kindling going. Some of these guys just are totally. Whereas Peanut from Jeff Dunn goes meow, and it just goes right over their head because they thought, I'm an adult, I know how to do this, and they've never done it before in their life, and they're just ugh. Yeah, exactly. You can, there it goes. There we go. You can light a candle with an empty lighter if you know what to do, and if you have the stuff to do it with. And just all sorts of skills and stuff you need to that we all need to learn. One of the ones that wasn't on the list there that I had up, make sure. Well, there's knife work was on there, but not working a knife. You're not sharpening a knife, not taking care of a knife work as far as. So there are different things, different skills that are related, but they're different skills. So, okay, now for some news for everybody. News. All right, we just lost a bunch of people. News. All right, so coming up on Tuesday, December 12th, we got several things coming up for that night. Specifically, That is going to be the night we're going to announce the winners of the $50 food challenge. And if anybody's, once again, if anybody's is doing it, so far I've only seen 3 that have done the hashtags right, where it goes to the hashtag file. CR, Super Scout, and Phelan Clan Wolf are the only 3 that have done it with where's the hashtag, so it shows up on it. If someone's doing the hashtag where they do hashtag $50, it's not going to show up. Hang on, let me bring this up here again. Where get the right page here on it. Where is the? There it is. So like in the yellow here, it has, if you've done a video for the $50 food challenge and you're not one of the 3 people I named off, I haven't seen it. I haven't been able to find it. You need to make sure in the title of it, you have the hashtag 50 spelled out, dollar food challenge, no spaces, one long word. And then repeat that down in the description of the video as well. That'll get it to show up. So, if you have done one, you need to, what would be good is on the video, on any of my videos, or you can just email me directly on this. Let me throw the email up, banners. Email me at Camp Patton Family Compound and put the URL to your video in there. That way I can go to it, and I can share it out with the judges. All right. The videos had to have been posted before midnight last night. And yeah. So other news, let me get back up here. Other news. All right. So that's one of the things coming out on December 12th, Tuesday, December 12th. The other thing we're doing is we're going to be doing the giveaway for Camp Patton Family Compound. Let me make sure I got that right here. Hang on. Or I'm going to do that on a different day. I got the... Actually, I'm not going to do that. I was going to do that on the day before, on the 11th. On Monday the 11th, going to do the 5,000 subscriber giveaway for it. I got to change my posting on it. So yeah. So Camp Patton Family Compound has hit the 5,000 subscriber mark and will be giving away at least 10 $5 Amazon gift cards on December 11th. And unless something comes up where unless they take a bunch away from me again, which they've tried once already. And we'll do the food challenge winners on Tuesday, the 12th. And for GrayManPrepping, let's see what they've done with us lately here. Got tired of looking at it here. Analytics. We are at, they're actually allowing me to grow again. Since the November 12th, rather, I've been stuck at 1585 or less. They keep knocking me down. I'm up to 1587 here. On this one, so I'll need 13 more subscribers, and then we'll have a 1,600 subscriber giveaway for this channel as well. All right, drop that down. All right, Lori, take care. So yeah, so those are some of the things coming up here. But all right, Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound, the topic is canning jar and lid safety. We're going to talk about the do's and don'ts with canning jars and lids, to avoid problems. On Tuesday, here on GrayManPrepping, the topic is we're going to talk about the winter get home plan. Big thing go out, prior to the Red Dragon where it said everybody's, bug out bags, you gotta learn how to bug out. Well, and they've been ignoring what if you're out, something happens, you need to get home. And so now the get home bag has become the new thing, but you have a get home bag, but do you have a plan? That's what we're going to talk about is a get home plan for different events, how you're going to get home. And that's what we're going to talk about on Tuesday. Of course, Thursday night is the midnight ride here on GrayManPrepping at 11:55 Eastern time. Next Friday is on Camp Patton Family Compound on Friday night in the homestead is home safety check for the holidays. So we're going to talk about all the safety stuff you need to take care of for the holidays so you don't wind up having, inadvertent fire. And then next Saturday is we're going to talk about prepping supplies for Christmas. All right. So that's what's coming on here. And then on the 16th, Saturday the 16th, the doctors are going to be back. And I'm trying to get Doc Bones and Nurse Amy to join us as well with Dr. Paula, Dr. Ron, and hopefully Dr. Jack as well. And we're going to do have the doctors there. And that one is going to be your pantry, keystone of survival and health. So those are some of the things coming up here. If you have any recommendations for topics for either GrayManPrepping or Camp Patton Family Compound, go ahead and send it to the Camp Patton Family Compound email and say, just throw the subject line, just, topic suggestion. And I've got several of them up here, coming up here that we're doing. Got one from Susan Galley coming up here. And got one from Uncle Al. Got one from Cold War Prepper. And shoot, I forgot to put who gave me what's someone gave me the other one. I think. Wendy at Hardneck Farms gave me that one. Let me add her name to that one. Okay. So yeah, I'm taking suggestions for topics. And I'm using them. All right, everyone. I want to thank everyone who came in. Thank Uncle Al for trying to come up here, and everyone for the comments in the side chat. And so explain some of the skills you guys have and skills you guys want to learn. All right. So as always, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing, and skills. Learn one new skill a month. All right. Take care, and I'll see you around.